Good morning, it's 6:46am. Well, 7:46am, but the clocks have gone back, so 6:46am, 26th of October. I'm just going to have a quick wander along Undercliff Drive. Of course, now I have an extra hour either in bed or birding. So rather than stay in bed when it's already light, I'm going to go and have a wander an hour earlier than I would normally, but not. I don't know why we still do that, why we still fiddle with the clocks. Well, it's quite nice to get a longer morning, if you know what I mean. It's very peaceful. The skies are basically clear. Some cloud on the horizon, but here there's not a cloud in the sky up here. As soon as the sun breaks through onto the canopy of these trees, the birds will wake up a little bit. What a lovely morning. Can hear some crests. There's one just here. What are you? Fire crest or gold crest? One gold crest there. siskins and meadow pipits going overhead. So the old Vismig is starting. Visible migration, that is. The old some sort of fishing trawler out there by the look of it. Lovely jay on the road, flushed. Some siskins have come down and gone again. They came down to this silver birch. Sorry, they're red poles. Oh no, it's both. Red poles and siskins. So maybe the first time I've seen red poles actually in a tree on the deck in the Undercliff. They're circling around up there. They want to come down to feed, so I'm going to walk through quickly so I'm not disturbing them. That's so nice. There's a couple of siskins as well, but it was 90% red poles. Only a flock of about 20. Hopefully they'll come back again. Yeah, I can hear them. They are coming back again. So the sun has broken through. The birds should start to become more obvious, feeding in the sunny bits of canopy. Obviously the insects become active when the sun hits the canopy in the sunny bits. So that's where the birds gravitate to. Any sunny vegetation. Lots of wood pigeons around, and jays as well. Chiff chaff calling. Yeah, we have very few silver birches and don't know of a single alder in the Undercliff. Maybe some alders at Flowersbrook actually, I'll have to check that out. But that's one of the reasons we don't get the redpoles and siskins coming down. They like the catkins of those trees, silver birches and alders, and if we haven't got those, they're not going to come down, they're just going to go straight through. If you were a bird watcher looking for somewhere to retire, then along this road would be a good bet, as long as you find somewhere with less ground movement. Plenty of houses that are not suffering from ground movement. Some are they, but this would be a great place to come and live. Really nice birding walk along here, really easy. And then you can go down the paths. It says path closed there, but that's rubbish. Don't know why it says path closed. But that's the coastal path, takes you down onto the coastal strip, which is superb habitat. Where I found things like eastern subalpine warbler and rose-breasted grosbeak, red-throated pipit, red-footed falcon, bits and pieces. So yeah, come move here and help find some birds. And obviously it's packed with red squirrels. And hopefully there'll be a bird observatory here soon. There's a bit of a social locus, whatever. Nice little patch here where the road gave way and collapsed. It's never going to be rebuilt, this bit of road. Great tit there. So it's good for a dusky warbler, doesn't it? There's bird feeders along here as well, which are the squirrels and tits come down to. Is there any food in the feeders? Let's have a look. No, they're empty. He does refill them quite frequently, so more often than not there's food. The same red poles maybe, flying west. Might be a different group. It's actually quite good down here in winter. Winter birding along Undercliff Drive can be quite entertaining when you find a tit flock. All sorts of things could spend the winter down here, undiscovered. More red poles. Alba wagtail up there as well. I'm only going to go as far as the corner up here, the second area where the road gave way. A group of wood pigeons. What is this place these days? Far out retreat between the cliffs and the sea. Used to be a caravan park, now it's a retreat. Oh, look at this lovely autumn colour. Absolutely beautiful. Hopefully the camera is picking it out. Right, so as far as I am going to go, well actually, just have a quick look at this sun-covered canopy here. See if there's any activity. All these wood pigeons are gorging on holm oak acorns probably, of which there are many along here. Some siskins calling. Oh, brambling. Flew over, I think. Haven't had many bramblings this autumn. In fact, is that my first brambling this autumn? You know, I think it might be. Crazy to think. This late, what did I say it was? 26th of October, that's pretty late. Road is cracking up a bit more along here. Oh, there's a little tit flock by the looks of it. Oh, it's a crest flock. That'll do. I like crest flocks because that's where a Pallas's warbler or yellow-browed warbler will be. Well, that's what I always imagine in my head, is where one will be. More red poles. Stock doves. It's lovely to see these gold crests, because they've been really hard to come by in the Undercliff in recent years, but this autumn they're back in decent numbers. As in, I'm seeing a few, nowhere near what they were a decade ago. Hopefully they'll recover. It was just a blip. Hello, Robin. Not really hearing the chiff-chaffs. More redpolls, eh? Oh, some swallows up there as well. House martin. All moving west. I doubt the camera picked those up. Might have done. 30 swallows, I guess. Something flitting about in the sycamore over there. Haven't worked out what it is yet. I think it's a gold crest. More redpoll. A little group going west again. There's some wood pigeons going west as well. Oh, goldfinch flock. Mixture of goldfinches and redpolls. Might be a crossbill or two as well. Going to be walking into the sun now, so camera might not cope with it very well. But see when it comes to editing another little group of wood pigeons. So these are genuinely flying west, as in migrating or whatever it is they do. Is that a missile thrush up there? Might have been. Certainly a large looking thrush, bigger than a blackbird. So I'm guessing it's one of the... Oh, it just went down, still up there. Oh no, how silly of me, it's a great spotted woodpecker. Good grief. I have to edit that out. Of course I won't. So a bit of incompetent birding. Got more wood pigeons. So they're low flying small groups. Oh, those ones are landed in the hole oaks up there. But there's no big high flying groups of wood pigeons that I can see. They might be out to sea, of course. You quite often get wood pigeon mornings. A couple of times each autumn when just clouds of them, big gangs migrate offshore, and some directly overhead. There's a lovely cliff face. What's the time? 14 minutes past 7. Nice little cabin there, shepherd's type hut. Be a nice place to stay, wouldn't it? Tell me in the comment section how the quality of this filming is. Is it a bit juddery when I'm walking? I don't mean the bobbing up and down. I mean just the image, does it kind of judder a bit? That's the impression I got when I was editing one of these videos, using the head mount for the camera. Because if it does make the image judder, then it's not going to be very nice watching it from your point of view. So it'd be handy to know either way. What I think I'm going to do now is go down to Woody Head and fly the drone, maybe. Red poles. Because it's such a lovely morning with the sun on the canopies of the trees. It should look quite nice. We shall see in a minute. One of the things I love about the Undercliff is that when there's a northerly wind, as I think there is at the moment, tends to be dry weather from the north, and because we're lovely and sheltered down here from northerlies, because the Undercliff shelters us from the northerly winds. It gets warm here when the sun comes out, even in winter. It gets blooming cold when there's an easterly and damp when there's a westerly, but when there's a northerly it tends to be dry and warm if the sun is out, as it is today. So it's really the perfect day for drone flying if you want to get autumn colour. It's a perfect day for birding as well. Very noisy crows over there. Yeah, let's get down to Woody Head and get this drone up, I think. Right, we are now at Wolverton Road. So this is Wolverton Road here. There's the old Armada Coast interpretation panel. Let's see if I can get close enough for you to read that. Don't know how it's coming out on the camera because it's on my head and I can't see. But if you want to read that, pause it. You may need to zoom in a bit. Right. Let's go down Wolverton Road. Sorry, down Woody Bay Cottages Road, whatever it's called. Don't think it has a name. It says private road residents only, but it's actually a public footpath. What that means is don't drive down here. That's all wood pigeons. So hopefully it's not too breezy when I get onto Woody Head. I don't think it's going to be. Could just launch it from here, to be honest, the drone. But I like to go up onto Woody Head. Oh, it looks like my perfect van along here. Let's have a look. I think it's a Ford high roof, short wheelbase thingy. Let's have a look. So as soon as I can find one, I'm going to buy a new van. I'm looking for short wheelbase, high roof. Remind viewers what the date is. It is the 26th of October. It's now 7:33 a.m. Would have been 8:33 a.m. yesterday, but the clocks went back. Just to confuse my body clock. A bit breezier than I thought it would be, so the battery life on the drone won't be as long. Oh, what's that up there? Is that a sproggy or a dunnock? Be one of the two. It's a sproggy, two sproggies. House sparrows. Love them. Love seeing house sparrows. They're very rare in the Undercliff. This is where one of the little colonies live. They're colonial. Oh, goldfinches down on the path here. Nice big group of wood pigeons there. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of a wood pigeon movement going on today. And more. Lots of wood pigeons. So this is a Renault Traffic. Short wheelbase, high roof. Very nice. Alright, so we're going past Woody Bay cottages now. Love these pink belladonna lilies, is it? Get those on the Isles of Scilly as well, just see it through the hedge, hopefully. Do love those. I think it's belladonna lily. Definitely associate that with trips to the Isles of Scilly every October with my mum and dad. Bird watching holidays effectively. Stayed on St Mary's at nowhere. Obviously my dad has passed away now, rest in peace. Mum is still going strong. She's living in Wootton. Wow, it's beautiful, isn't it? Excuse me, coughing into the microphone. Not very polite, is it? Right, we are now getting up onto Woody Head. Which, would you believe it, is a headland up here. There's Woody Bay, which is a bay down there. Sugarloaf over there, which is not a sugarloaf. Big slab of green sand and chalk. There is the sun. So what are these? Is that Highland cattle? The one with horns? I don't know. They look pretty cool though, whatever cattle they are. So I put my hands in front of the sun, but also probably in front of the camera, for which I apologise, but I'm being blinded. And we are on the summit of Woody Head. Right, it's a very convenient concrete slab here from which to launch the drone. It wasn't put in for that purpose. There's another sign. I'm being sarcastic, obviously it wasn't put in for that purpose. Right, nobody about. Always like to be discreet when I'm flying the drone. It's got both meadow pipits and goldfinches flying through. Bit of visible migration going on. It is a little bit breezy, but nothing this drone can't handle. What's that there? Pied wagtails, there's a gunshot over there. Not sure what that was all about. Probably won't take the drone directly over that area. Not that they'll see it. Right. Excellent. Got the old lever thingies on the joystick thingy installed already. Right. It's quite a cold breeze actually. Whew, that is cold. Let's wait for that to drop off a little bit, that gust. There's the beast. There's a new version of this, a Mini 5 Pro. This is a Mini 4 Pro. Perfectly happy with this one for now. Probably eventually upgrade. Put you around that way. Right. Put the gear back in the bag. Put the bag on me back unless or in case I need to move quickly. There's wood pigeons going through. Try to avoid flying into migrating wood pigeons.
Home point updated.
Right, everything looks safe and in order to go and have a fly. Let's
Take off. Home point updated.
There's Woody Bay. It's a rather lovely view. Just going up to Sugarloaf now. Go quite slowly along here, I think. Yeah, lovely big slab of green sand, as I was saying. Rather nice perspective, isn't it? Let's go along this way. What a cracking view of Old Park. Old Park, St Lawrence. Just about see St Catherine's Point Lighthouse in the distance. Cracking birding habitat. It's battling with the wind a bit, so what I'm going to do is bring her up and around. Just wanted to have a look at this cliff. That's where we just walked along earlier. Yeah, it's a nice view of the cliff there. Flushing the wood pigeons. Bit of a wind warning there. There's Hi-Hat. With its excessive holm oak population. Not a bad view, is it? There's Woody Head just off to the right of centre, which is where I am. Bring her down a little bit, I think. Nice gang of wood pigeons there, just went through. Just checking out a friend's house here, sending the drone footage. Right, we are now going to make our way back. where we came from. Let's have a quick butcher's at the Undercliff again, towards Ventnor. There we go. So now lovely swinger around. It's Woody Head again. Take a look west, back along the Undercliff towards St Catherine's Point. There we go, looking back at Woody Bay. So bring her down a little bit. Come back to Woody Head, where we will land. There she is. See if I can land her on the concrete pad without the sign interfering with her too much. She may not like it. Yeah, she's refusing to go up to the sign because the optical or the avoidance thingy is essentially pushing it away. So what I'm going to do is go forward a little bit and land her here with any luck. Right. There she goes. Nice little flight that one was. Hopefully you'll agree. Wow. Pack her away. So it's quite breezy. It's not too bad, but she did handle it pretty well. More wood pigeons over there. Lots of wood pigeons. Right. Goldfinches. Nice little group of goldfinches. So lots of visible migration going ahead, taking place. Whatever the right word is, occurring. Certainly not going ahead. That's a silly way of putting it. What's the time now? It is 7:57. So a slow walk back. Lynette's calling. Tell me what you think about the drone footage in the comment section. Does it add to the videos? I think it does. It's nice to build up an archive of Undercliff drone footage with a long-term record of what the landscape looks like at this moment in time. It's all rather nice, I think. Somebody down there swimming, or somebody has been swimming down in Woody Bay. Crazy people. It's getting quite chilly now, that wind. Beginning to feel a bit like it should do at this time of year. Wintry, in other words. Or not wintry, autumnal. But it's looking beautiful. The old tree canopies, the autumn colour. Sparrows knocking about, more wood pigeons. Dunnock. Green woodpecker. Yaffling away at me. What's that over there? Chiff chaff, is it? Might have been. Definitely somebody shooting up there. Sounds like it's in the Undercliff. So later today I'm off on a ferry over the Solent and back to Dorset. Got a farm cluster event tomorrow, and meeting with my boss Rob on Tuesday. I'll do some bits and pieces around Dorset for a couple of days, and I'll come back here again. Pack her away. So it's quite breezy, it's not too bad, but she did handle it pretty well. More wood pigeons over there. Lots of wood pigeons. Right. Goldfinches. Nice little group of goldfinches. So lots of visible migration going ahead, taking place. Whatever the right word is, occurring. Certainly not going ahead. That's a silly way of putting it. What's the time now? It is 7:57. So a slow walk back. Lynette's calling. Tell me what you think about the drone footage in the comment section. Does it add to the videos? I think it does. It's nice to build up an archive of Undercliff drone footage with a long-term record of what the landscape looks like at this moment in time. It's all rather nice, I think. Somebody down there swimming, or somebody has been swimming down in Woody Bay. Crazy people. It's getting quite chilly now, that wind. Beginning to feel a bit like it should do at this time of year. Wintry, in other words. Or not wintry, autumnal. But it's looking beautiful. The old tree canopies, the autumn colour. Sparrows knocking about, more wood pigeons. Dunnock. Green woodpecker. yaffling away at me. What's that over there? Chiff chaff, is it? Might have been. Definitely somebody shooting up there. Sounds like it's in the Undercliff. So later today I'm off on a ferry over the Solent and back to Dorset. Got a farm cluster event tomorrow, and meeting with my boss Rob on Tuesday. I'll do some bits and pieces around Dorset for a couple of days, and I'll come back here again. So I hope you're enjoying this video about Ventnor and the Undercliff. If so, then don't forget there are 2 books that I've written. One, Bird Watching Around Ventnor, creatively named, and the second one is Wildlife Watching Around Ventnor. Just short books about the local area that are the subject of this video. Available on Amazon. I'll put a link below for this video, and you can also order it from the library, and it's available in all major bookshops, both of these little booklets.